Previously on Outer Wilds. I found modern nomai transmissions saying the universe is dying. What? What? Oh. Well, good luck with your very brief existential crisis. And now, back to dying in space. Right, to save some time, I'll narrate what I was trying to do in this episode. So as you can see, I'm going to Amber Twin, trying to get to the high energy lab in order to get 2 warp cores, which I thought that perhaps I could, somehow add to the advanced warp core that is on the nomai vessel. Why can't I put it down? Is it because there's no gravity? Yeah, I think this might be the case. Here, obviously I couldn't do it, but I thought, you know what, I'll try one more time. So I brought the warp cores to Timber Hearth, since there's no threat of the growing sun there. And as you can see, I learned that no, there really is no way. Video game logic. You never do know what works and what doesn't. Okay, and now I'm back at the energy lab trying to find some clues about what there is to do. And the rest doesn't require any narration. Okay. Why do we have towers on the Hourglass Twins for the Hourglass Twins? These are the Hourglass Twins, right? There we go. These are the towers. No kidding, so you could actually accidentally end up here. If you were just going around trying all the towers. "20 minutes 33 seconds ago received data from previous cycles. Masks receiving data from probe tracking module, giant sleep memory statue, and Timber Hearth memory statue. 2 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Here are the masks. It is strange that I never accidentally did this. I mean, you don't really need it. You don't use these towers unless you need them, so it makes sense, but still. It's so easy to just be messing around in the game and accidentally get transferred to it. Okay, I'll come right back in the next cycle. There's even a statue in here. How strange. This must be stuff that we already read, right? Yeah, it's the exact same things that are written on the other planets. Oh, would you look at that? Okay. I wonder if Gabro would have anything to say about this. I highly doubt it because Gabro is Gabro, but let's try. I mean, we have some time before the sound reaches an acceptable level. Whoa! Out of the black and into the blue with this planet. Gabro! I have things I must tell you. There we go, I found the nomad masks inside the Ashton project. You're saying the statues were made so memories could be sent back in time? I guess that makes sense, considering we both have our memories of every loop we've gone through. Wait, then it's just our memories being sent back in time to us, right? Then are we really experiencing multiple time loops or not? It's pretty deep. Like maybe our consciousnesses have been through all those loops, and maybe our bodies haven't, because technically the loops never happened. Meaning we're receiving memories of things that will never happen to us. Cool, huh? That is indeed a very cool idea. Okay. The thing is that if we do take the advanced warp core from the Ashton project, then we're actually gonna stop the loops, aren't we? Which means that the game is gonna end, is it not? That's a terrifying thought. If I die without having placed the core back in, will I lose all my progress? That would absolutely suck. Let us go. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here, in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. There's drums in the music, okay. How far we've come since our experiments on the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe Rami's hypothesis was true. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant Steep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis: it was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis: the cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently and asked for updates. The important point is we're all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant Steep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. Interesting how Yarrow doesn't have the yellow color that he usually does. When the Ashton project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Adaya have worked hard on the sun station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ashton project requires. But that didn't happen. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ashton project. Here's what will happen. First, the sun station will receive the order to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ashton project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 20 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the sun station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ashton project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. But the sun station didn't work. These words are difficult to write. The sun station did not work. Suppose we redesign the sun station to generate more power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Idaya, but you'll need to find some way to halt your aging process. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ashturn project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. Comet has newly arrived in this solar system and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Oh god. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Goddamn. What is this? Artificial gravity control. Oh. And what are you? You're about to access the core while the Ashturn project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ashturn project. I see. Well, we don't have enough time, but let's see what happens if we do deactivate it. Okay. Yes, this is the advanced warp core. The music stopped when we removed it. Okay. I want to try talking to Rebecca. See if they have anything interesting to say. Or we can even tell them about this.